Welcome to the 2017 Water Polo Senior Night. Thank you for coming, and let's begin by honoring our boys' senior players. First up is Bryson Gwynn, number 19. Bryson is being escorted by his parents, Jeff and Rebecca. Bryson chose to play water polo because it seemed more fun than football. He ended up playing water polo for a total of 7 seasons. Bryson loves the challenge of the sport, and what he will miss most are his teammates and the out-of-town tournaments. Bryson's most memorable water polo moment was winning a triple overtime game his sophomore year. Bryson's most meaningful water polo achievement is being varsity captain. Bryson's advice to underclassmen: listen to coach and respect each other. One interesting fact about Bryson is he has played 8 different sports. Bryson would like to thank his coaches for the great experience. Last, Bryson's future plans include playing water polo in college and studying geology and history. Next up is our other captain, Connor McGowan, number 6. Connor is being escorted by his parents, Steve and Martha. Connor chose to play water polo because he knew a few players who really liked the sport, and he attended Moose Water Polo Camp as a youth and really liked the sport. Connor has played water polo for 4 seasons at Sycamore, and he loves the intensity and uniqueness the sport offers. Connor's most memorable water polo moment was the state tournament his junior year. Connor's most meaningful water polo achievement is being team captain, and he will miss most the high school rivalries and the pride of representing Sycamore once the season ends. Connor's advice to underclassmen: play Moose Water Polo during the spring and summer. One interesting fact about Connor is that he's the president of the Chinese Club. Connor would like to thank his coaches for all their sacrifices, in addition for providing all the opportunities within the sport. Last, Connor's future plans include playing water polo in college and studying engineering. Next up is Jordan Johnson, number 11. Jordan is being escorted by his parents, Tom and Melissa. Jordan chose to play water polo because of the intensity of the sport, and what he will miss most is just being part of the team and playing the sport. Jordan's most meaningful water polo achievement was scoring the winning goal in double overtime versus Milford. Jordan's advice to underclassmen: play Moose Water Polo. It's a way to develop individual skills in the off-season. One semi-interesting fact about Jordan is that he likes dogs. Jordan would like to thank his coaches for making these last 4 years great. And last, Jordan's future plans include pursuing an engineering degree. Finally, our last water polo boys senior is Andrew Turner, number 10. Andrew is being escorted by his parents, Kent and Carolyn. Andrew chose to play water polo because he had hockey friends who were playing water polo, and they talked him into joining the team. Andrew has played 2 seasons at Sycamore. Andrew enjoys the team aspect of the sport and will really miss those early morning swims and practices. In addition, he will miss the away tournaments. Andrew's most memorable water polo moment was JV Champs his first season. Andrew's advice to underclassmen: swim. One interesting fact about Andrew is that he's played hockey since he was 4 years old. Andrew would like to thank his coaches for the time and effort they have put into Sycamore water polo. Last, Andrew's future plans include attending college to study accounting. Let's give these young men one last round of applause.
Welcome to Sycamore Water Polo Senior Recognition Night for the Lady Aves Sycamore Water Polo varsity team. We're going to lead it off with co-captain Sarah Abraham, number 19. Sarah is bringing on the spice, and she's being escorted in by parents Soma and Abraham. Let's hear it for Sarah. Sarah's most memorable event of her water polo career was going out to the Junior Olympics in California this past year and earning 3rd place. She's most excited to play against Thomas Worthington at the state tournament, and she's really ready to beat them bad. Her best advice for the underclassmen is to always listen and respect Coach Jessen and Coach Kurt. They know what they're saying. They don't talk when Coach Jessen talks unless you want to do sprints. Let's hear it again for Sarah. Next, we have number 2, Sydney Evans, being escorted by her parents, Charmaine and David Evans. Sydney started playing water polo after running cross country for 4 years, lost a little interest in that, and the summer after her sophomore year, Grace Mather recommended water polo to her, and after the first practice, she fell in love with the sport and the team. Her most memorable event of her water polo career was when they beat Upper Arlington for the first time at the beginning of this season. The team had really focused on just having fun and doing their best during the game, regardless of what the score was going to be, and suddenly, in the last quarter, realized that they were tied, and it was incredibly exciting. Her best advice for the underclassmen is to never be afraid to try new things or to ask questions. She started playing the sport as a junior because of these 2 things and was able to be really successful. Let's hear it again for Sydney. Next, we have number 23, Megan Gould. Megan being escorted in by her parents, Ron and McChristy Gould. Megan's most memorable event of her water polo career was scoring a goal from the goalie position during her sophomore year. Her biggest accomplishment as the team was beating Upper Arlington in a double shootout in the first game of the year this year. She's most excited this year for the state tournament to play against Thomas Worthington because they're a really tough opponent. She's looking forward to that match. Let's hear it again for Megan. And now, co-captain number 1, Abigail Hausfeld, being escorted in by her parents, Mark and Amy Hausfeld. Abigail's most memorable event of her water polo career was as a sophomore year on the bus ride to the state tournament. She had to go to the bathroom really bad. I won't go into any details, but she took care of business on the bus. When you're losing, and how much positive attitude do you have to play your hardest? Well, even when you're losing, Abigail says, you have to know that the team is behind you at all times. It's really important to know that your team is with you. The water polo is a family, and it means so much to her to have their team behind her. Her best advice to the underclassmen is to work hard, continue to push yourself. The best results come from perseverance. Let's hear it for Abigail. Next, we have number 15, Morgan McAvoy. Let's hear it for Morgan. Morgan being escorted out by her parents, Pat and Libby. Morgan first started to play her freshman year. She'd always been a swimmer and wanted to play a new sport that involves swimming, and that's why she was attracted to water polo. When they are losing, she just tries to remember that in the long run, it's just a game. Losing can be frustrating, but in the end, they're all there to have fun and be a team, and that is the point. Play as a team. Her best advice for the underclassmen is to always try your best and finish your sets. It's always going to get hard, but with practice, it gets much, much easier. Let's hear it again from Morgan. And our last senior this evening, number 18, Melinda Sweeney. Melinda being escorted by her mom, Michelle. Melinda's most memorable event of her water polo career was getting exclusion almost every game last year for swimming over people. We must have a problem with that, Melinda. When you're losing, how do you keep the most positive attitude? Well, Melinda says she listens to Coach Jessen's talks, plays hard, plays defense, and keeps up the pressure. Her best advice for the underclassmen is to don't get swimmer's ear, because it really sucks. You must be right. Let's hear it again from Melinda. And one more big round of applause for all of our seniors from the boys and men's Sycamore Ames water polo team. Congratulations to you all.